Abbas. Welcome to another Bushido 3 talk show. We are with Boss Choudhury from Fight Prime. He is a Muay Thai boxer fighting out of Madison, Wisconsin. Thanks, Boss, for coming today.
Thank you, Lawrence, for having me today.
And how old are you, Boss?
I turned 31 this December.
Okay, good. And what is your preferred style? I called you a Muay Thai boxer. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. I started with Muay Thai. Along the way, I did train a couple of other martial arts, but Muay Thai has been my main goal and my main focus. So Muay Thai it is.
Oh, very good. And how many years have you been training Muay Thai?
I first started training Muay Thai back in 2008 when I was in college. I did that for 2 years, but then I went back home and Muay Thai wasn't really available there. So to fight, I've been training seriously since 2016, I would say.
2016. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And where do you call home? Where is home for you?
Home is the small country in Asia, South Asia called Bangladesh.
Mm-hmm.
So it's right next to India. We're like neighbors. So like if anybody's interested to know where it is, just find India right next to it. You'll see the small country called Bangladesh. That's where I'm from.
To the east or west or south? Or
It's towards the east.
towards the east. Okay.
Yep. Right next to India. Yep.
Very nice. And you weren't able to train Muay Thai in Bangladesh, but when you came back to the States, you're able to train?
No, so I trained Muay Thai in Malaysia.
Okay.
That's where I did my college studies.
Oh, okay.
So Muay Thai wasn't available in Bangladesh when I went back there. So I picked up karate and that's about it. I just picked up karate, but I did get to practice a little bit of Muay Thai back home. Like we had a little bit of space. So whatever I learned in Malaysia, I taught it to a couple of my friends and, we would train with each other over there. But solid training, legit training, it was in Malaysia. And then when I moved to States, after a couple of years after that.
Okay. How long have you lived in the States?
It's been, April 2016. So it's been over 4 years, a little over 4 years now.
Okay. So, sort of still kind of newish for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So where have you where have you fought? Have you fought predominantly in Wisconsin, Iowa, all over? Tell me about where you fought.
Mostly I've fought. I did a couple of fights in Minnesota, the driller fights.
Okay.
I did a couple of TBAs. That was Des Moines, and my only other fight experience was from your Bushido 3 this last December.
Okay, good. And I remember meeting you. You have a lot of energy. You kind of chilled out today. It must be because I caught you at training, so you're all amped up, which is good. So I remember meeting you at the TBAs. I was on fire to watch your fight. I remember because I had my team there, and then I was like, wait, Fight Prime's over there. Boss, when do you fight? And I remember watching the fights, and then unfortunately in one of the fights you hurt your shoulder, right? And that forced you to have to come out of the tournament, correct?
That is correct.
And how's that shoulder doing now?
Shoulder is much better. So to give a background on it, it has a recurring injury. I have dislocated my right shoulder at least half a dozen times.
Oh, wow.
And most of them during either training or sparring, or actually this last TBA was the first time I dislocated it in a fight.
Okay.
So since then, I have been doing a lot of rehab, a lot of therapy. I did even get a couple of stem cell shots over there. So since then, it has improved a lot. Like I would say strength-wise, it is back. Mobility, not so much, but strength-wise, it is back. Like I don't have to hold back my punches, or like even when I work out, I don't even have to hold out anymore.
Yeah, I also follow you on Facebook, or what we should say, social media, and I saw that you're in the weight room one day, and I was like, man, look at this dude, he's a beast. And so I saw that you're doing all the right things and rehabbing it and doing the right thing, and you look good in your fight. I know it was your kind of fight back from the injury, but definitely you look good in there. You move good. One of the things I like is your mobility, and your fight IQ is good. Obviously, you have experience, from fighting. So that definitely helps. What's next for you?
Right now, we are looking forward to this year's TBA, which I think they postponed until October because of the COVID-19 situation going on. So before we went to lockdown, that was our focus. That was what we were training for.
Mhm.
That is still my long-term focus for now. Like October is still ways to go, but I
Yeah.
still like to train with high intensity, to keep fit. And uh, so I would say, yeah, I'm looking forward to TBA. But if there are, once everything opens up, there are like fight I can take before TBA with enough time between them, then yeah, I'd be willing to do one as well.
Good, good. And what weight do you usually fight at? What weight?
Single fights, like like events like yours or Driller, I like to fight at around 125 pounds.
Okay.
But for TBA, I like to go down a little bit more and try to make the 117-pound weight group.
Wow, that is serious, dude. I didn't know that you could get down that small because you carry a lot of muscle for your height and and your body frame. So you're
Right.
able to at 117. Okay.
So last year, I was able to go down up till 120 pounds.
Okay.
So I'm like, if I can go down to 120, like another 3 pounds shouldn't be that hard.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, so
First step.
you haven't fought 117 yet, correct?
No, I mean I fought in the group that starts at 117 and ends at 122.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
But I didn't make the 117-pound. Like if I can make 117, I'd like to drop down to the next weight class that's lower.
Goodness. Wow, I'm impressed because I've seen you and I've seen one of your social media profile pictures is without a shirt and you're already really big, so that's cool that you can get down to that weight. Even getting down that 120ish is still really impressive too. Definitely.
Thank you. I mean, it's as most martial artists know, weight cutting is probably the toughest thing you have to do before a fight. Like training, you've been training for years. Like like your body gets acclimated. You're fine if you've done a couple of fights. You have that experience. Like it comes easy later. But that weight cutting is never easy.
Right, definitely. I know when I was first starting off in martial arts, and I've been doing it since 1980s. So it was where, oh, you look like you're this weight. Oh, you're this weight. Okay, they take you at your word. They wouldn't throw you on a scale, and then half time you're going against somebody that's either bigger than you or way smaller than you. But I like how they did try to regulate it to where guys are getting to be close to the same size,
Right.
and making it the right way. Definitely. Who are your favorite fighters? What fighters do you have that are your favorite?
I mean, from Muay Thai, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna go to the legends like Sanchai and Buokal, like everybody knows. But other than them, there is this couple of fighters, like this fighter called Rotang. They call him the Iron Tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good. Like I like him because he's short like me, but like so I like to follow his style. Like I know how he hunts his opponents down and like just destroys them, even though he's like much shorter than all of his opponents. Other Muay Thai fighters like Ramon Deckers is one of my first fighters that I saw ever fight, like not live, but Muay Thai fighters I ever saw fight, and I really loved how he fought. He was a short dude too, like me. So other than there's Yosin Klai. Other than that, I mean, I do follow a lot of MMA as well.
Okay.
So
What do you
from
like
MMA, GSP is my number one favorite.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
I started following MMA right when GSP was still the champ, but he was like still didn't do a lot of good fights like Carlos Condit and Nate Diaz, all those fighters. So I got to see him when he was champ while he rose and fought those other big dudes and still beat them. So GSP is most definitely my favorite.
Right. I like GSP because of his karate background and how it
Correct.
translated, where a lot of people say karate can't win sometimes, and it was cool that he was able to put that into his mixed martial arts repertoire. Using a spinning sidekick, using his using his mobility, from what he learned in Muay. I shouldn't say Muay Thai so much, but his low kicks from Muay Thai and his jab from boxing and his takedowns from wrestling. How he was able to blend all that, I think that was really cool. Yeah, definitely. And what I guess who has helped you along the way, like coaches or coaching styles or whatever? Because I know that you're training at Fight Prime. Do you guys have more than one coach there?
No, for Muay Thai, we have like for the fight team at least, we have like one coach, that's Brendan.
Okay.
Brendan Shoemaker. But yeah, I mean, before Brendan, I had a lot of good teachers, but like I was still very raw when I came to Fight Prime.
Okay, good.
Brendan is kind of like who chipped away most of the rawness away from me, and gave me this technique that I follow right now, like the style that I like to fight at. So I would say that. But I mean, I don't want to take anything away from my other coaches. Like I even did karate for a couple of years, the Shotokan style. I even picked up a lot of discipline, a lot of techniques from there. So obviously they helped me too. But I started fighting under Brendan, so he's I kind of look at him like he's the one who has helped me get to the point where I could tell myself, hey, I think I'm ready to fight.
Very good. Very good. And do you prefer clinching, low kicks, more kicking, knees, or are you one that obviously we all want to be well-rounded, but is there something that you're known for?
Low kicks, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, low kicks are my favorite. I like to destroy the legs from, if I can, from round one, but because if you can take someone's mobility away in the first few rounds, then in the later rounds when you are tired, you don't have to if that person moves a lot, you don't have to follow him all the time. You can just hunt him down, corner him somewhere, and just dish out some punishment. That's what I like to do. So I would say low kicks, but again, we all, as you said, we all like to be a good overall fighter. So
yeah, I'm big on low kicks myself, so I like low kicks and sweeps. And I was talking to your coach actually, and I was like, yeah, man, I love sweeping. That's my thing because it takes that mobility away, and also that self-doubt builds up. And same thing as your low kick, you're just slowly breaking that guy down. Definitely.
I call sweeps a big courage crusher because as you said, it does, once you throw a kick and someone can catch it and perfectly time it and drop you on your ass, you'd be really wary about throwing that kick again. So
yeah,
sweeps are good. Yeah, I train those too.
Yeah, I love them. Even in kickboxing rules, it's like, I'm gonna throw one sweep, even if the guy says, hey, you can't do it. It gets right there in that head, which is good, definitely.
Right.
Yeah. So, what is one of your most memorable fights? Since you have some fight experience, what's one of your most memorable fights?
My most memorable fight, I would say, was my second fight. That was a driller fight back in 2018. So in that fight, almost everything I did kind of worked. So my output was pretty good. I was connecting with most of my shots. I was moving well. I did come out with a unanimous decision win, so that was good. So I would say that's my most memorable win.
Were you landing some low kicks to start off? Were you already into that mindset to start landing low kicks?
Yes, correct. I did start off with some low kicks, but as the fight progressed, I noticed that my punches were landing with more accuracy. So I thought maybe if I can land enough punches, I can maybe knock him out at some point. But the guy I fought, he was pretty strong. He kept coming in. He kept charging in, But again, that was a good fight.
Good. Yeah, I remember watching your fight from the Bushido 3. You had a heavy boxing kind of fight in that fight at first. There was a lot of punching. Did you change the game for that then to make it more as a punching heavy fight?
Yes. Yes, that is correct. Like even for the Bushido fight, like he moved pretty well.
Hmm.
He moved pretty well, so I didn't want to throw kicks and miss and waste my energy.
Very smart.
Uh, so the uh, so the most logical thing to do was like maybe use my hands more.
Hmm.
But there were instances where I did kick and landed some good kicks too.
Oh,
But again, he moved pretty well, so you know I thought doing the boxing game with him would be a better option for me.
option. Good, good. Have you had any knockouts in your career at all?
No, no knockouts yet.
Okay.
But
Not yet. They're coming.
I plan on being there. I plan
Yeah,
on getting at least a few.
yeah, definitely. That's awesome. Now, I guess what another question I'd like to ask you is, how far do you want to take your fighting career?
Amateur wise, I want to go all the way. Like Class
Mhm.
A, keep
Yeah,
doing Class A fights. Uh, Professionally, I don't think I won't have the time to do it professionally
all
because
right.
with work, with everything that work brings with and life brings with it. Professionally, I don't think I can do it, but I do wanna go up as much as I can, but fight up till as much as I can. If there is ever an option that, hey, there's a professional fight and they want you to fight in this one, maybe I'll do it, maybe I'll take it, who knows.
Good
But
thing you know a local promoter that can possibly help you out with that.
absolutely, absolutely, Lawrence.
Because I do understand in our game of kickboxing and Muay Thai boxing is that a lot of us have careers and day jobs that hey Muay Thai isn't going to make us rich or kickboxing might not make us rich, but we'd love to hit that professional status, because I want you to be able to use full rules, and I know that one day that's what you're looking forward to is using the elbows to the head, knees to the head, and being able to really put all of the what they call the eight limbs together, correct?
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this has been a very good interview. I thank you very much for doing it. And I want to give you a chance to thank anybody that you want because of where you are and what you're going to next. So the floor is yours.
Absolutely. First of all, thank you, Lawrence, for giving me this opportunity to, talk about, my Muay Thai uh, career, whatever. Uh, I would like to thank, first of all, my parents. I mean, even though they don't like that I go and fight,
Hmm.
but they have always supported me. They've never said no to training or whatever, I wanted to do. So big shout out to them. I'd like to also thank my coach, Brandon. As I mentioned earlier, like without him, I wouldn't be in the ring fighting. Like he's the one who I feel like who made me ready.
Hmm.
So thank you, Brandon. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my girl, Berkey. She's a big help. She fights too, so and trains too. So she keeps me in that mindset all the time. Like when there's a fight, she keeps me healthy. Takes care of my nutrition and everything. So big thanks to her and my team at Fight Prime. Couldn't have done it without all of you. So thank you.
Very nice. And I thank you for sitting down with me and talking with us. Os.
Absolutely. Boss.